All right, we are finally live, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a quick second here. Let me just quickly set this up. Okay, go over here. Just give me 1 second, guys. All right. We are good. Should be good, actually. It's gonna be a little bit of a problem trying to do this as two, so I'll just open up Discord here. Okay, so I think we are good. So what a day has been in the markets. I mean, I know I promised you guys last time that we'll do live, and then I got a little bit more busy in terms of real life, so I couldn't necessarily go on. But I did go and get a laptop for you guys so I can start live streaming at least for the next 2 weeks from the laptop. So I hope everything's good. I did get a microphone, the exact same one that I have as well. So we can kind of figure it out from there. Just make sure everything all good. Yeah, the problem here is going to be the live chat, I think. How do I... You know what? I'll do this. So Windows, right? And then we'll do this one like that. And that's the best thing I can do for you guys. That looks horrible, doesn't it? Okay, we'll just do that. Hold on, guys. Try to figure this out. Okay, there we go. Try to figure this out. I'm just gonna go on my, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go on my phone and I'm just gonna watch the stream from my phone so I can answer your questions, because I can't, it's so hard to, like, on this laptop to be able to see both. Why can't I see the, 1 sec, guys. Over here, go over here, go over here. We will figure this out. There we go. All right, now I can see your, perfect. I can now see your the chat as well to answer questions whenever they come in. So we are good to go for now. All right. Let me grab my fair desk. Oops. Put that over here. There we go. Awesome. All right, guys. So, I haven't entered a position, you can see from last time. I did scalp a little bit, but obviously, you know, nothing crazy in terms of position sizing. I just want to quickly make sure we are good here. So just give me a second here. Awesome. I think we're good. So if anything, just ping me. If I'm just gonna take my thing off. So if anything, if you guys can't hear something, just ping me from there. We'll go from there. Okay, cool. So anyways, so let's go off and start with Bitcoin, because I know you guys are probably waiting to see how it kind of played out. So let's talk about Bitcoin, right? So from the last video, we were pretty much entering the buy zone around this level here at the 17,200. So there are a few things to know, obviously, what happened here. So number one being the fact that in terms of the 4-hour time frames, we were pretty much using the exponential moving averages, and I kept mentioning the fact that Bitcoin is going to look to rip upwards, right? We saw that beautiful move to the upside. This was before, obviously, the CPI data, and then we had that confirmation. So then we retested the 17.9, got that liquidity grab, and now we're pushing on lower back once again, right? So what's next for Bitcoin? Well, we did hit our take profit level all the way down to 16.8. Looking at the chart right now, though, we still have quite a ways to go. I don't think necessarily we're at that bottom level just yet, right? We still have, like, again, if we do retest that level here at 15.5, this could be a major retest opportunity and a major shorting position. I'm not bullish on Bitcoin at all. Like, realistically, looking at the chart here, it just was just a consolidation move, a nice move to the downside, and then the continuation. So we have to be very, very careful here looking for that long position, right? Ideally, You're only looking for shorting positions as of right now because the charts aren't really telling you otherwise. There's absolutely no reason to be looking for that short position, or sorry, long position. So right now, in terms of Bitcoin, like this is a beautiful short still. The only difference, of course, it is the weekend. You can see that even weekend volume, like we're minuscule, right? Like $100 move here and there, so nothing crazy. So ideally right now, if we do see that move set to the downside, that's when we can start paying attention to the overall market. And let's talk about Ethereum as well. Like Ethereum has been on literally a free fall, and I want to talk to you about a few things right now. But Ethereum, number one, this was a almost perfect trade. I mentioned to you guys. I know some of you guys actually made some money off of this. So you can see that we were pretty much in this BART formation, and I mentioned that during CPI data, if we do see a leg upwards, we would have to hold above that 1331 support before we say it's a bullish case scenario. Right now, we just didn't see that level actually hold, right? You can see we got somewhat above that level, and then immediately after, we saw that rejection to the downside. So that was an invalidation zone. That wasn't a buy-end opportunity. That was actually a shorting opportunity. And in terms of take profits, I've taught this to you guys many, many times, that when you're trading these sort of levels, these are perfect BART formations. You can see that the BART move pretty much completed down in this area right here at 1168. So as of right now, Ethereum is pretty much looking to bottom out for this 4-hour time frame. In terms of RSI, we are in the oversold condition, but there is something to know. If I go ahead and delete my circles here, you can see that Ethereum is now looking to head into a third test opportunity. This is going to be the third test opportunity on Ethereum as well, and usually on third test we have some massive moves to the downside. So keep that in mind when you guys are trading, right, looking for these sort of positions right now. Ideally, I'm only going to be looking for shorts. Like I'm absolutely not looking for any long opportunities. But this was wild, okay? I do want to talk about this because this was actually pretty funny to me. I know a lot of people, and I forget who was asking me in the last live session why I'm bearish on Cardano, and this was the exact reason why I was bearish on Cardano. You can see that we just, in terms of the whole market, we just couldn't break above on Cardano in terms of the 34-cent resistance. When every other cryptocurrency was booming in terms of price volume, Cardano was lagging behind. You can see that we just didn't see that volume come in, and immediately after, this was a beautiful retest. So if I were to zoom in on the chart here, you can see at 30 cents, we saw that retest opportunity, and then immediately after saw this massive move to the downside. I kept mentioning to you guys that, hey, 28 cents is a very crucial level if we were to hold, and guess what? We saw that liquidity move all the way to the downside, wrecked everyone. And as of right now, this is not a bullish move set. This is still a continuation. The only difference that Cardano really has right now is the fact that we are in the oversold region. That's literally the only argument that you can have on Cardano. I'm still saying if 28 cents was broken, we're going to 13 cents on Cardano. This 13 cent is a major daily support level. And look how beautiful this chart looks, guys. Look how beautiful. This is where the bottom was. We retested this as resistance back in 2020, and then we had the move on Cardano. Right now, we're just not going anywhere along this way. Yeah, of course, but the thing is, Cardano was about a 14% drop. Like, most of the other altcoins didn't see that much drop compared to Cardano, because I was actually watching the charts yesterday, and we were in a free fall state. Like, we have to keep in mind, like, I remember you asking me, like, oh, we're at 2019 or 2020 lows, why are we not buying at these levels? And this was a perfect opportunity to explain why, because, again, right now, Cardano's just been in a massive free fall. Of course, in terms of the other, like, if you look at Bitcoin, for example, we didn't see that. Look, the charts are almost completely different. In terms of Bitcoin, we saw a drop, but it wasn't anything like Cardano. Cardano broke major support levels here. And that's why we saw this massive move to the downside. So right now, if we're looking at Cardano from a bullish perspective, we could be looking for a nice retest opportunity and then the continuation. But it's still very, very early to be looking for long opportunities here for the overall price. So let's talk about Sol. I actually haven't talked about Solana at all, I don't think, in these live sessions. But I think the first live session is actually where we drew these lines, and you can see that they played out almost perfectly, right? We were in this consolidation zone, grabbed that liquidity at 38, had that move to the downside, and as of right now, like, Solana's in a very, very nice state for a shorting position, at least back down to here $11.14. This could be a double bottom formation, don't get me wrong, right? We had one test here, Now we're going to be looking to enter the second test. That would be the perfect ideal scenario for Cardano, or sorry, Solana, but Solana just couldn't break above that $14.80. You can see we retested that level multiple times. No clear break above that level, so immediately after we saw some strong bearish engulfing candles. This is a very nice shorting position as well, and look in terms of RSI, we're not really in that oversold region as well. If we look at the hourly, this is looking ready to drop. So this could actually, you know what, I might actually enter a short position on Solana here because of the fact that Solana just, again, is one of those situations where like it's almost a perfect play to really see. If we obviously get wicked out, then we get wicked out. But right now, that's exactly where I'm going to be looking for a shorting position on this pair. So let's go ahead and enter a short. 20x should be fine. Confirm market. Let's go 100%. There we go. We've now entered the shorting position. So our liquidation price is, why is that so 12.56? Hold on, guys. No, I'm just gonna. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. One sec, guys. So they're going to enter a short. I'm just going to change the leverage a little lower because that's a little too high for me. I don't want to get wicked out in like, you know, like a 20-cent move. We don't want to see that happening. Yeah, that's a little bit better. 1278. That's pretty good. 1278 would put us right around on the 4-hour time frames. Right above the exponential moving average. That's perfect. We'll let this short ride now. I'm gonna let this short run now, because again, like in terms of this moveset right now, we've already seen that massive move to the downside, saw that nice pullback opportunity, and now that continuation. So we're just gonna let this run. But yeah, if you guys have anything else you guys really want me to analyze, like I said, it's a weekend. I'm really not expecting a lot of people to be here. Usually on weekends is actually probably the worst day to go for live, but Monday to Friday we are a lot more active. But at least I have the setup done now, so we can do this whenever, which is nice. So if you guys want me to analyze anything else for you guys, just let me know. I can kind of go from there. What do you mean for how long? Like how long the live session is going to go for? Or what are you asking me? Oh, I'm on the 4-hour time frames. Oh, so like in terms of a take profit, I mean, I hope within 4 hours we can see a take profit. I usually close the positions whether they're a win or a loss, depending on the live stream. So probably 2 hours. I mean, I'm here for an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we'll let this run for 2 hours and see, because then realistically we'll be trading on the hourly time frames, and this is why I'm entering this position. Is because even on the hourly, we're failing to break above the EMAs. So this is a nice bearish move set. Ideally, my take profit level would be around that $12. I don't want to risk the wick to the downside here. Anything below that obviously is great, but right now we're just looking for that quick short. I always trade 4 hours. In terms of how long, it's hard to say how long the trade's gonna last, right? When you're trading off 4-hour time frames, usually it's a day. You'll see, I usually hit my take profits within a day. That's usually my time frames, because they're on 4-hour time frames, right? So you won't really see the move until usually at the end of the 4 hours. So within 14 minutes, you can see that we're looking for the candle close, and then the next 4-hour candlestick will form, and that's usually when the moves that happen. So on the best case scenario, we'll see a nice move set, right? But on a worst case scenario, of course, we see a pullback opportunity. But this is just for, it's still high leverage. Like guys, keep in mind, like on Solana, this is still very, very high leverage. Look at our entry price, and our liquidation price is 40 cents away. Like that's not, you know, it's still interesting for you guys. BNX USDT, I can definitely do that for you. BNX Tether perpetuals, why not? What happened here? Is this the one? BNX? It looks like it. This thing got wrecked. No, I haven't done the Fairdesk website. I'm just quickly doing the charts first, and then we're gonna go through the website together. But as of right now, I'm just quickly doing everyone's charts so everyone knows exactly where we stand. Hack and sell off sometime back. Okay, I'll take this trade with you. Just 50 bucks though. Yeah, low leverage, man. It's weekend. We're not really trying to risk too much here. Okay, so you're saying that this got hacked recently, and then this is why we're here. So I mean, I feel like this is more fundamentals though, right? Because when something gets hacked, it's usually the only time you'll see a bounce is if there's actually like a point of the project in terms of like technical analysis. But if we're looking at TA specifically, like this is, I mean, we're nowhere near where this coin was. So, I mean, we can quickly do like I would say like an hourly one would be better, because there's not enough data here for me to say like, yeah, this is a good decent support level or whatever. So we can go in terms of a support level right here at 57. It's gonna be a little bit of annoying here for me, so give me a second here. So there's your support. In terms of a resistance level, you can almost see one right here. Oh, there we go. Hold on. There's your resistance. So this is your consolidation zone right now. So let's talk about the hourly, specifically the hourly. So in the hourly, you can see we saw a very clean bounce on $56. Really nice area to actually go long, because of the fact you can see that we saw this move to the upside, had that pullback opportunity, and then the continuation, right? So when you have a breakout, when you have any sort of breakout in any sort of time frame, what you look for, like you can see we had this level acting as resistance here, but what you're looking for is a clean breakout, use it as a support, and then a continuation. And that's exactly what we saw here. We actually saw a retest at that $56 and then a nice continuation move. So this is a nice long position. As of right now, though, you can see we had a double test, so almost a double bottom formation here happening, and then the continuation. So right now, this does look like it's ready to break out for sure. We just have to be very, very careful here, because of the fact that if we do start seeing another retest on $64, that would become that's the third test, right? So we have one test here, second test here. This is the third test opportunity. But for the rest of the market, I mentioned this in my videos as well, they're completely oversold. So if we're looking for next week, we should be able to see Monday morning a nice green candle and then the continuation to the downside. Otherwise, this is looking for a bullish move set. I wouldn't say this is bearish at all. Again, guys, keep in mind, so I look at technicals only. It's hard for me to say, based on news events. So let's say they come out with something with news, we see a nice breakout, then it is what it is, right? But again, so what I usually say is this is a no trade zone. I never trade these ranges, because look how the EMAs are reacting. They're very consolidated, very, very tight. Tighter the range, the harder it is to trade. And mostly this range right now. So what you're looking for is, if you're more of a conservative trader, any break above the $64, you can go for a long position. Any break below this $56, you go for a short position. So that's pretty much how I would play these move sets. So let's go ahead and talk about Fairdesk real quick, because I know some of you guys are wondering. So Fairdesk, this is the exchange, of course. If you guys are interested in getting free $600, just check the link in the bio. They give you a free bonus. So when you first open Fairdesk, you're going to see this USDT M futures in the corner. So you go ahead and click this, and it'll open up Bitcoin's chart, right? So it starts off with Bitcoin. Now to your right is basically Cross, which is what you guys are using, which I always recommend. Use Cross. If you're a beginner, put amount that you're willing to lose. And what I mean by that is, when I first, and I told you guys this about my first ever live stream when I first started trading, that when you're a beginner or you're learning how to trade, the best way to trade is, of course, doing small amounts that you don't care about losing, but amounts where you care enough to learn. And what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, $100 to you may not seem like a lot, or for some it might be, but if you can go to bed knowing that, okay, worst case scenario, I'll lose $100 in this little session or whatever, like this, weeks of that I'm going to be studying, then that's the best case scenario you can do. I don't think we got this in India. You guys definitely do. Again, they're regulated very well, so you guys should be fine. But yeah, so in terms of Fairdesk itself, so this is where you kind of change your leverage. Oh, one sec, guys. This is where you change your leverage. So right here, top left, this is cross isolated. So I use cross, and this is where you kind of use the bar. So this is how much you're going to be risking. Low leverage, obviously do not, as a beginner, 3 to 5x. Even 5x is pushing it. 5x is ideal for, I guess, if you're really into the market. And the reason why I recommend cross compared to isolated, you can use isolated, but I'm thinking it from a psychological standpoint for a beginner, right? for someone like that's really disciplined in the market starting off, they're gonna see a 30-cent gain and they're gonna be like, well, this is stupid. I want to risk a little bit more, right? And that's just the reality of traders. At the end of the day, like, you can do a demo account, but this is specifically for people that want to start live right away. I've talked about this before, that when you guys go in terms of leverage trading, always start off as a demo account. Never start off live, because you'll really learn how you guys can trade in the beginning from a beginner standpoint, right? It's obviously a lot better. So this is what you do if you want to do a demo account. You click right over here, USDTM futures and simulated trading. Trade with zero risk. It basically lets you put an amount in and you kind of just trade however you guys want. Yeah, exactly. I've always done cross as a beginner because I was also in that state where, you know, I remember my first demo account was like $50. It was a Forex account. It was $50. And I was like, man, this is stupid. Like, I gained, you know, a $3 move. And I'm like, this doesn't even pay for McDonald's. What am I doing in my life, right? Exactly. The best way to learn is to lose, because you won't make those same mistakes again, depending on obviously loss sizes, right? So I've lost a ton. I've made those mistakes, and now I never make those mistakes again, right? You're always learning as a trader. No one really masters this thing, right? You're always going to be learning. The market always moves against you. And the fun thing is about the market is it's not always going to be the same. The year after is going to be different. The year after is going to be different. So that's really what teaches you. So let's say for cross right now on Bitcoin, if I wanted to open a position, I would look right here. So 30x leverage. Obviously for you guys, it'd be 5x. So just go ahead and change 5x, confirm, and it'll change it up here. So now there's two options. You can either do a limit order. So this is the price that you would want to buy or trade Bitcoin with, or you can do a market order. So this is instant. So as soon as the price you see 16,685, you want to enter right away, you enter. Now my recommendation usually when I'm trading is if the markets are slow, do limit orders, because there's a lot less fees with limit orders. If for example, you know that there's a breakout about to happen, you enter a market position. So that means it'll be instant. A limit order obviously will be slowly. As soon as people buy or sell into your order, then it'll get filled. Market will be instant. So if you're looking, like you guys see me, I usually enter market orders. And because, like, again, volume usually is lower, I don't really trade off massive what's it called, like in terms of volatility, right? When we have CPI data, when we have FOMC, like I don't like trading during those periods because it's just too volatile. I'm not really interested in those time frames. So as of right now, if you're seeing it from this perspective, you can see market limit. Open long means you're looking for a buy order, so you're betting that Bitcoin is going to go up. And open short means that you're betting that Bitcoin is going to go down, so you're going to open a shorting position. And that's pretty much it. That's in a nutshell. As soon as you open your order, if you have a limit order, it'll show down here in open orders. It'll be filling. And once you have your position open, it'll show you your symbol, your shorting. So S means for short. And then your unrealized, whatever you're making up and down. So that's pretty much it. Margin, it means how much you're risking for the trade. So if I get liquidated right now, I will lose $490. And then obviously as it goes up. So quick close means you want to close the position quickly. Your take profit and stop loss, you put right here. So you go over here, you click on take profit stop loss, and I can put in whatever. For example, like my take profit on Solana will be $11.50. It'll give me how much money I'm going to make if the profit happens down there. My stop loss, I can be like $12.40. So if it ever got to that price, of course, I will lose $109, which is really nice to see. It tells you exactly, what most exchanges do it like that. So it gives you a perspective of how much money you're actually risking in a trade. A lot of people, when they're trading, they just say like, oh, I'm going all in, right? And then they'll end up getting wrecked and they'll be like, well, there goes that. So that's pretty much a gist of what you're kind of looking for when you're trading on Fairdesk. So again, if you are looking for that bonus, I know some of you guys are already trading with it, so just check out the link in the bio. But that's it's pretty simple. It's like most exchanges kind of run the same way. So let's go ahead and go back to the charts. Anything else you guys want me to analyze right now? Like any other, I'm going to talk about Gala because I talked about it last time and it was all the way up here at 0.025 and I was like, damn, this kind of looks for a decent buy. But I don't know, man, ouch. I don't know what to say about Gala. Like, I don't really follow it too much anymore. Litecoin, you can definitely check out Litecoin for a second. I don't really follow Gala anymore, but absolutely wrecked. Algo heading into the 16-cent range. I did call this in another Discord channel actually because a lot of people were like crazy about Algorand. I would be looking for a 16 cent for a buy. The reason why is if we look on daily support, It does have a decent buy opportunity, but in terms of capitulation, 9 cents. 9 cents would be perfect for a buy on this pair. Let's go ahead and look at Litecoin. You know, I love Litecoin. I always love analyzing it too because I used to trade it a lot back in the day. It was actually one of my favorite coins to actually trade. I don't think I have the charts here anymore. I think I added it last time. I'm almost certain I analyzed Litecoin. I should have it somewhere actually. Let me just bear with me here. Just go to, oh, there it is, LTC USD. Yeah, see, I still have some of a chart here. So yeah, same thing with Litecoin. You can see that we tried to break above this $74. I think it was last stream that we actually talked about this. We saw a nice breakout formation. We couldn't break above, obviously, in terms of a continuation move set. I would have almost bet, like, if we did see a breakout, we would have easily hit this level here at $93, because the reason why is if we zoom out of the chart, this area acted as a very strong support, so this would have been a very nice opportunity for a slow ladder move. And I already know a ton of traders probably got caught in this move set, hoping for the fact that, because again, right, you had a breakout, you had this level as support, and then you had a continuation, but we just didn't see that continuation to $94. We actually saw a bar formation. So right now on Litecoin, it looks like it's ready to actually drop. There's two possible scenarios that could happen, and I'll talk about both of them. Number one is, if you look at the chart perspective, you do have a head and shoulder on the 4 hours. This is a very like weird looking head and shoulder, but it is one, right? You have a left shoulder here, your head, and as of right now, you would come down, form your right shoulder like this, and then the continuation. And number two, you have a BART formation on the 4 hour as well. So the BART formation should be ending right here around the $60.14. So if you're looking for a scalping opportunity, you can enter a position right now, scalp that 4 hours, and exit that position. That's definitely something you can do. You know, something we can do actually too. If you guys want to see some high leverage play, we can definitely do that, and I can show you guys exactly why I'm looking for that position. Up to you guys though. But yeah, even on the 1 hour on Litecoin, $60.48 is a position. Yeah, Litecoin is definitely going to do well. In terms of a shorting position, I would definitely be looking for that short. So it's up to you guys. You guys want to do a high leverage Litecoin position? I don't even know how high leverage we can go on Litecoin. Let's see. 25x would be high leverage for Litecoin, which is not bad actually. That's the thing I like about Fairdesk, is it lets you do up to 125x. Most exchanges don't let you go up that far. Yeah, it's up to you guys. You guys want to see a Litecoin play? Okay, then we'll cut some losses here on Solana. Again, not saying that this position on Solana is a bad position. It's still a good position to hold. So if you guys did enter the position, leave it open. I'm just trying to make this as entertaining as we can for you guys, right? I'm not really trying to keep you guys here bored just talking about like because again, reality is, guys, like we're not going to see that volume right now. Like it's not Monday morning. We talked about this last week as well. Like Monday morning is the best time to be trading, and like now I have the setup ready, so I'll obviously be entering these positions with you guys during those time periods, which is going to be nice. So yeah, let's see. So there you guys go. Our liquidation price is $65. We're up on. We are 25x on this position. So the reason why I entered Litecoin is, again, like this is a perfect opportunity to show you guys an example of a BART formation to the downside. Like this is a scalp position. This is a very quick scalp position. What I'm looking for is a quick move to $59.29 and getting out of the position. There's absolutely no reason why I'd be holding this position, right? So you can kind of look for these things on a scalping opportunity. And I showed you guys this last stream. Last stream we saw it perfectly, right? That exponential moving average. I'll check out file in a second. The exponential moving average literally hit perfectly on Ethereum. I remember you guys saw that. Like that was to the dollar. It was such a nice move set. So that's why I was like, yeah, we're definitely looking for that shorting opportunity. Let's look up Filecoin for you. Filecoin USDT. We'll go Coinbase. Wow. What is with the free falls on these coins? Actually, so yeah, let's check this out real quick. On the daily time frames, we're actually on daily support for Filecoin, so I wouldn't be looking for a shorting position here just yet, because again, even on the daily time frames, we're oversold. This was a really nice shorting position from actually up here. But the thing is, like these kind of ranges are extremely hard to trade, mostly on daily time frames. Look how choppy this was, right? Like even throughout the days, we saw some wicks going. Nope, I don't know what happened there. You guys still see me, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. But that's exactly what I would be looking in terms of a long position on Filecoin right now. It doesn't make sense to be looking for a short because the move set already happened, right? Like even if you look from here, obviously I would wait maybe 3-4 days to see how this support level holds at $2.43. But you can see even here up here at $5.18, this was a major daily support as well, and we hovered around this level quite a while. Yeah, this PC is new, so I'm gonna keep getting pop-ups. But yeah, we kind of hovered above this level around 518 before we had that massive move set, right? So I would wait till a long. I wouldn't short this. I would just wait and see how it kind of plays out. So what else would you guys like me to see? There's quite a bit of you guys in here. We can talk about, so Solana, same thing. We already talked about Solana. Quant is a good one we actually talk about because I know a lot of you guys look at Quant quite a bit. So Quant has been in pretty much a free fall range. It's been a free fall range from all the way up at $190. Oh yeah, $190. That's when I actually started making the first videos. And I mentioned the fact that Quant is going to collapse here, and it was pretty much perfect. We actually saw the retest on 154 immediately after the strong bearish candlestick, and then a continuation. Right now, though, on Quant, guys, this is looking bearish to retest at least $87, if not all the way down here at 42. And people think I'm crazy when I say Quant at $42, but they don't understand when capitulation happens, Quant can easily cut 50%. And at that time, Bitcoin will probably be around 12,000, maybe 11,000, but it'll be a slow bleed pattern. But we've been slow bleeding from 200, right? So all the way down to 80, like we saw a wick down to what, 80, 94. That was the lowest point. So yeah, can you explain to me how RSI works? Yeah, sure. So RSI, the way I use it in terms of an indicator, I'll go ahead on Bitcoin real quick for you. So I think we're up on our position almost, yeah. So in terms of Bitcoin, when you're trading with RSI, so I leave the settings default. I've always left them default. Now there's a few ways I've traded with RSI. Number one, of course, is the way I use RSI, you can't use the indicator alone. And what I mean by that is you can't just trade off RSI just based off that. You have to have some sort of confluence. So you have to have other things that are open as well. And so like, let's say right now on Bitcoin, you can see that we were heading into, I don't know why OBS keeps disconnecting. It's kind of annoying. But this purple range right here, in between is the consolidation zone. So as long as price stays in between this, you saw that move set to the upside, of course, and then the continuation. So what you're looking for is when you're trading with RSI is you're waiting to see when we start testing these major resistance points, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's OBS. I think, is anyone else buffering or is everyone else good? You guys are buffering as well. It's for some reason it's OBS keeps disconnecting and connecting. I hope it doesn't keep doing that. Sorry guys, 1 second. I think we're good now. I hope we're good. Yeah, I hope we're good. I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, again, new PC. I gotta do the updates and stuff, so it'll probably be better next time. I literally just picked it up for you guys and came and started live stream, so hopefully it doesn't keep reconnecting and connecting. So yeah, so in terms of RSI, as soon as you see an overbought level, I look at if we're starting to trade a major resistance point, then I start looking. Okay, well, we are testing crucial resistance. We're in an overbought level as well, so this is a perfect shorting opportunity. And I do the same thing when we're entering oversold areas, right? So over here at 15.5, Bitcoin dropped from all the way up here at 20,000. So there's a $5,000 drop. This was a perfect opportunity to be looking for that long. What is this with OBS? I don't know why it keeps doing that. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll have to figure that out. I hope it's not too bad. I'm sorry. Just bear with me. Like I said, I mean, I'm not at home. I'm just streaming from this thing. So it should be fine. It's just I feel like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it like this because I feel like it's every time I just close it. So there you guys go. So when you're trading at that perspective, the best thing you can possibly do is, you know, in terms of RSI itself, you have to be very, very careful. The reason why is it's very manipulated. And what I mean by that is a lot of traders use it. And the market, like market makers know the fact that traders are using it. So they'll obviously continue you'll see RSI oversold, right? And people will be like, oh, it's a great buy opportunity. And then it collapses even more. And then you're like, wait, what just happened, right? So that's why I always say never use RSI just simply alone. Best way to use it is with support, resistance, and your exponential moving averages. The three of these together is your best opportunity to look for trades. Otherwise, then you're just kind of gambling, right, at that point. So when do we enter? We entered at 63.70 for Litecoin. So we're pretty much there. So yeah, anything else you guys want me to analyze? Just put it in the comments. I'm kind of like reading. Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'll fix it. Next stream for sure. I'll fix it. I'll see what's going on. Yeah, I only use 4 hours for RSI and daily time frames. I never use RSI for the hourly. Never. Like, it's just not worth it because the hourly is. Oh yeah, let's talk about BNB. Actually, that's a great. That's a great one to talk about. Yeah, RSI in terms of hourly time frames is so manipulated. It's not even worth looking at. Do I even have BNB? I do have BNB. This is the old BNB. Hold on, guys. Hold on. BNB. No, Lana, I have not gone over Doge yet. We can do Doge right after, if you would like. Let me just see. Why is it? Give my chart. There we go. Took forever. Okay. Yeah, free fall range here on Binance. It's not really looking too good for these guys. What happened to my chart here? 1 second. I gotta refresh this thing. It's not. Yeah, there we go. It's not really looking good for Binance coin. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, this is a pretty much free fall range here. If we go on the daily, I'm not gonna bother analyzing it on the 4 hours because this coin is so so wild. So let's look at it from this perspective, right? So right now on Binance coin, we're entering a daily support zone, a very crucial daily support zone here, actually. So if we go here and draw the line out for you guys, so right here we're on a daily support at 216. We saw a nice wick to the downside. How low can Binance coin really go? Well, we have quite a ways to go. I feel like BNB was one of those coins that were so overbought. Guys, I saw this thing at $20 way back then, right? So right here, like, I remember seeing it like at 20 bucks, and this thing went all the way up to $675. Even at $236, I still think it's way too overbought. So we could easily be looking for another 50% drop on Binance coin, just back to near our lows, right? So you can see in terms of resistance, we saw some resistance right here. If I were to zoom in the chart at $151, we can easily see that level retested. Look, so right here, daily time frame, we tested this level as resistance, 137. That's where I would be looking for a take profit. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother with Binance coin for a long position. Yeah, long term, I mean, assuming Binance makes it out, survives the market, then that's great. But it's not looking too hot for, what's going on with the markets currently. I don't think Binance will collapse. And the reason why I say that is they survived 2018. And if you survive 2018, you can survive anything, right? Because back then we had the same sort of situation. We actually saw COVID. That's when Bitcoin dropped 50% in 4 hours, and everything was fine, right? They weren't liquidated like situations like Quadriga and stuff. Like the new exchanges, like Luna, like all these new exchanges that came out. The reason why they got liquidated is because, again, they were over leveraging positions, and they weren't expecting a bear market anytime soon, right? So then when things caught up, they got wrecked. Share insight on 2018. Yeah, so let me talk about 2018 actually, because that was a fun time because nobody really knew what the hell happened. So when I started crypto, it was 2016. 2017 was the bull run right to start. I remember Bitcoin shot up from 2,000 all the way to 20,000. And it was the same thing, right? The only difference in terms of market sentiment back then was the fact that people were saying, Bitcoin's dead. It's rat poison. The thing is, because nobody really understood what it was. They thought it was a bubble, right? They thought it was the stupidest thing that's ever been. And for people like us that were researching this technology, we knew that this would become the future. Why? Because when you go to a bank, when you try to do anything over the payment system, it was so garbage. And like me sending money to my friend within like 15 seconds, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like all the way to China to whatever, right? So the sentiment back then was extremely bearish, but there was a few things to note on Bitcoin, and I'll show you guys actually what happened. And it's funny because this was exactly almost 4 years ago when this happened. So I'll zoom out of the chart here, and you guys see what I'm saying. So this was, Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin right around here. This was 1700, I think it was right here, May 2017. This is where I bought in. And like again, so we saw this massive move on Bitcoin going all the way up to 20,000. And then this is where the capitulation was, $6,000. The way I see $6,000 is the way I see $20,000. It's the exact same move set. You can see on the daily time frames, volume started dying. Everyone got bearish, right? Then we broke this massive move, and it was just continuation after continuation after continuation. Then we bottomed out. Look at this range. from $3,200 to around $3,600. This was a 4-month range. 4 months we were at these levels. We're not at that level yet right now, guys. Look at the daily time frames where we're currently at on Bitcoin. Come on. We're not even close to that range. We didn't find a bottom for 4 months, right? We're still going up and then going down. This was a bottom, like zero volume, like $100 moves. And then people were like, okay, now it's time to buy. No one gave a shit about crypto back then. People stopped talking about it. The main retail trader is all gone. And it was just a few of us. And Twitter wasn't a thing back then. No one really was on crypto Twitter like it is now. So the only thing we really had was BitMEX at the time and the troll box. And we knew that whales were moving in the markets, right? So back then, what happened was we saw a nice little bottom formation, and December right here, guys, look at this. This is where I actually got liquidated for 15 Bitcoins. I remember the day very well. So I was actually in a shorting position, right? I was actually in a, hold on, wait, where is it? Right here. This is it. I was in a shorting position around $3,800. Someone came in and bought 100 million. And look at the price. Like this was the candlestick right here. In one day, they shot up Bitcoin to $4,200. I got liquidated. Everyone got liquidated at the time. And you guys got to keep in mind, it may not seem like a lot, but when Bitcoin's at $3,000 and it jumps up $600, that's a 20% move in one day. No one was expecting that when volume was so minuscule. So it pretty much wrecked everyone. And then that was, quote unquote, not the bottom. You can see we had a nice little fake out situation going all the way back up to $12,000. And then we had the COVID drop. This was at 50% capitulation when nobody knew what was going on. Retested the bottom and then the bull run. So looking at the chart right now, we're nowhere near that. We're not even close to the bottom. And I've always talked about this. $11,000 will, in my opinion, be somewhere near the bottom because on Bitcoin, this was a major resistance point. You can see we retested here. So it only makes sense where old resistance becomes new support. We're not at new support yet. This is still the $6,000 range in my opinion. We got a long way to go. Long way to go. And yeah, I can actually show you what website I use. You guys should definitely use this. Here you guys go. It's called aggr.trade. If you guys don't have this website and you're leverage trading, get the website. This will show you buys and sell orders or leverage positions opening on real-time markets across any exchange, KuCoin, Binance, OTX, whatever you guys can think of. They're all over here. So right now, someone just opened a sell order, a shorting position of $481,000. And someone opened a buy order of $245,000. And this is real time. It happens every second. It's updated. What's nice about this is you can tell when it's fake volume. So if you start watching the chart right now, you'll automatically start seeing a major drop. No reason. And there's no buys or sells. That's manipulation in the markets. This thing will help you a lot, mostly as a trader. So you guys can definitely look at that. I like watching this. Like mostly guys, I promise you, you're going to have the most fun watching this website when there's high volatility because you will see a ton of liquidations. This whole thing will be pink and it'll be like millions upon millions of dollars of liquidation happening. It's really, really fun. So that's exactly what I use it for. Otherwise, then we're pretty much, I use that when I'm trading. I've actually used that quite a bit when I was actually trading full-time trading. But a nice tool to have is aggr.trade. That's a website. You can go ahead on that one and then just check it out. But it's pretty cool, like I said. So back to Bitcoin. So that's pretty much where I think the bottom would be, around that $12,000 to $11,000 range. Right now, I do think capitulation is coming. In my opinion, a lot of people are talking about a Santa rally. What I think is going to happen is we're going to see another drop leading up to Christmas, or a nice pump, a fake out, and then January or end of January, that's when we get wrecked. It's not going to last. I really don't think this pump is going to last anytime soon. AGGR. Yep, aggr.trade. Yes, I do use it for scalp, but not necessarily. I use it actually more for market manipulation. So if I'm in a long position and the trade starts going south, I go on aggr.trade and I actually look and see where the volume is. If there's no volume, then I know it's a fake out. I can hold my position. But the minute I start seeing multiple buys and sells or a ton of sell orders coming in, then I know I need to get out of the position. It's a nice tool to have because it shows you live trading, right? So let's quickly go on Doge right now because I know I forget your name. Sorry, who was asking about Doge? Lana was asking about Doge, so I'm gonna quickly go on Doge real quick for her. I don't know how long people really have, so I don't want to waste too much time here. So let's talk about Doge. I'm going to make a video about it later today because I know you guys love these videos, but I called it almost perfectly on Doge. At 0.08, I called it so perfectly. I said that if 0.08 breaks, we are going to capitulate. And right now you can see Doge tested at 0.08 level. This was a perfect 3-test lesson for you guys. 1 test, 2 test, 3 tests, and then the drop. On the 3rd test, we saw the drop. We retested this support level as resistance and then the continuation. Right now, though, looking at Doge, we have been in this situation many times. 1 test here, 2nd test, 3rd test, now the 4th test. And you guys already know the more times a support level is tested, the higher chances of it actually breaking. So if we do see a dump on Doge, these are the next levels at 0.06 and 0.05. In my opinion, the 0.05 level is going to act as a very strong support. But in terms of a capitulation on Doge, we can easily go back to all the way down to 0.03, if not lower. Got to keep in mind that Doge was one of those first cryptos that actually saw the massive boom. Saw Elon tweeting it. Everything was booming at the time. Everything was great. So it only makes sense for this thing to drop the most as well, right? A lot of traders use this as like a buy or a bull market / bear market situation. I personally like using Litecoin as an example. When you have Litecoin pumping the last in a bull run, so people ask me like, oh, you sold Bitcoin at 56,000. How did you know? Well, during the bull run and when we saw the volatility start coming in and then we saw the consolidation, Litecoin was the last to pump and it went to $400, I remember, during the bull market. And that's usually the indicator that the top is in, time to sell everything. It's the same. It's been the repeat, same stuff. Every bear market, we've seen the same garbage where Litecoin pumps, then we see a bull run, and Litecoin dumps, and then we see the continuation. So it's a really good analysis point. And there's some Twitter threads about it actually if you want to check it out. And it's almost too perfect, right? So that's why I use it. It's great. Yeah, exactly. It definitely helps the AGR trade. So yeah, anyways, on Doge though, looking at this chart right now, extremely bearish, right? We saw a nice little bull market rally or fake out bear market rally, all the way up to 0.11, and then immediately after just couldn't break above that resistance. We saw that 3-test confirmation. Same thing. Taught you guys this many times. 1 test, 2 test, 3 test. You're only looking for shorting positions. Retested that support level and then the continuation. So this is where I'd be looking for a long position. On the daily time frames, it would probably be right here at 0.04 if I was in terms of a market capitulation. Doge would drop another 50% from here. At an extreme case, 0.02. And the reason I say extreme case is if we have a 4-month bear market rally like we did back in 2018 where we were just dead for like 6 months, no volume, $100, I promise you your favorite altcoins are going to drop 90%. And they will. I've seen it happen. And a lot of these crypto projects, like all these, random metaverse coins and, artificial intelligence coins, they won't survive. And if they do, they're going to be like limping, right, for the bull market because they're going to want that volume to come in on their exchange. They're going to want to make that money, right? You have to pay. So that's why I never recommend getting into altcoins during bear markets. I usually wait till the very end to get in. And if I miss it by a little bit, who cares? In a bull market, everyone makes money anyways. So yeah, pretty much we're shorting everything here. Do you think it will run up before it drops? Lana, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the run-up has already happened on Doge. The run-up was here at 0.075, and we went to 0.11. It was almost a 50% increase, right? If you look at it from 7 cents to 14 cents, we're pretty much close to there. So I think that was your run-up. Right now, it looks like capitulation to me. Of course, if we hold 0.075, like we hold the support zone, then yeah, there is a possibility of running up because it would act as a 3rd test bottom. Whether it'll happen, I don't think so because Bitcoin's looking like shit, right? Bitcoin looks absolutely garbage right now. And if Bitcoin drops, everything's dropping with it. So that's the only problem I see with Bitcoin. And I really do want to get out. Honestly, guys, my biggest problem I've been having is trying to figure out where to put the money because right now there's a ton of FUD with exchanges. Tether looks hella sus. It's always looked sus to me back in 2017 as well. So I'm just kind of worried exactly where to go with these stable coins. And all these new stable coins, I would never put a single dollar into them. Because they haven't survived bear markets. When you're looking for true bear markets, where to put money, you have to look at what has survived. Binance has survived, but with FTX insolvent, we don't know exactly if they're true or not. You know what I mean? So we have to be very, very careful here when you're trading these sort of positions. So right now, I mean, I'm just kind of chilling. I don't really know what to do. and we're all just chilling, right? There's no reason to buy. There's no reason. It's just fun watching. Every time it pumps 3%, everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Like, where the bull market's back, right? And then like they get wrecked. Like, if you guys want to go on my comments, I think 2 days ago someone said you're an idiot. The bottom is in on one of my videos, and this was at 17,900. And I was like, I'll follow back in 2 days. And 2 days later, I messaged him again, and I was like, hey, how's the bottom? And the thing is, like, you got to realize, like, people, when they trade, they put emotions into it. Mostly investors. When you're an investor in these crypto markets and you've been in them for a very long time, and you kind of put away your emotions and you just look at the charts and what the charts are telling you. A lot of people trade off emotions, unfortunately, right? They'll buy something, it'll drop 50%, they'll be like, we're holding, we believe, the moon's coming. Then it'll drop another 30% and they'll be like, FUD, the government's lying to us. And it'll drop 10%, then they'll sell at 90%, then they'll be like, all right, you know what, crypto's a scam, and that's when it pumps. That's the reality of most traders, right? It's because emotions are high, you have money you're not supposed to be losing, and at the end of the day, that's the reality. So when I recommend, what I always recommend to my, like, at the end of the day, guys, I care about you guys. At the end, I don't care about, what's going on in the market. I care about you guys at the end of the day, and I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I made 4 years ago. So my main purpose of these live streams is to analyze all of your favorite coins and tell you where I think they're going, and then tell you the extreme case scenario. Because this will prepare you for the long term. If this next bear market does last 2 to 3 years like they're saying, then we have to be very, very careful. And I want to show you guys something on Bitcoin real quick. I don't think I might have access. This is probably the first time in a long time that Bitcoin has closed with a bearish engulfing on the 4-hour time frames, right? You have to be very careful here. So you can see that this is looking a lot worse than what we saw back in 2017. We had a nice move to the downside, beautiful wick to the upside, right? And then continuation. This was quote-unquote the bottom. But guys, these are a lot bigger of these bearish engulfing candles. These are not bottom candles just yet. So be very, very careful. No, I never use the fear and greed thing. I never really believe in it. Yeah, Lana, no problem. I really don't look at fear and greed. I just think it's stupid. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Oh my god, guys, we're up $1.56 on our profit. We are rich. We're rich right now. Yeah, so this is nice, right? So now you guys are seeing, like, let's go back on Litecoin real quick. I just want to quickly show you guys the reason why we entered this LTC position. I keep losing the chart. Why is it so difficult to find this chart? Am I blind? Does anyone see it? I see it. Okay. I'm gonna be real. I'm hungry. Okay. Check it out. So on Litecoin, in terms of a 4-hour position, we should be testing at least down to $60.17 because this is pretty much the BART formation started. We got the validation point on BART right here. We can see we had this BART formation, nice little choppy zone, and then the continuation to the downside. The reason why we entered this position is because we're trying to get that scalp opportunity down here to $58 or $59, and we're out. We're closing that position because after that, the BART formation is complete. We're in extreme oversold conditions. We're gonna bounce. Then you can re-enter Monday morning. That's the best case to do. Yeah, I can check it. Sorry, I'm on my phone, so it's like I'm reading stuff off my phone for you guys. So give me a second here. Let me just go check that real quick for us. ISO tokens. Quant, Ripple, Stellar, Hedera, IOTA, Algorand. Yeah, this is we've talked about a lot of these already in terms of regulations and stuff. I do think HBAR is going to be one of those coins that's going to do really well in the bull market. And I do want to get a bag of HBAR going as well, but I'm waiting for 1 cent on HBAR. I'm not going to buy it until it hits 1 penny because I know that thing's going to capitulate. Because you had all these famous influencers talking about it and stuff like, oh my god, HBAR to the moon, right? Guys, we're up $8 on our position. I think our Solana position, I forgot who entered with us, but we should be up on Solana as well. Let me see here. Solana, 1227. This might just be, I forget what we entered exactly on Solana. You might be up $1 or $2. I really don't know. It's like so like minuscule in terms of volume right now. Yeah, so talking about Bitcoin, guys, like, you guys gotta understand, like, a lot of people don't understand bottom situations, right? You guys saw that chart back in 2018. You had 4 months to buy whatever coin you wanted at the price that you wanted because Bitcoin didn't move for 4 months. It gained $200 in between. Even after that, you had still like 6 months before we actually saw the nice bull run, right? like DCAing is one thing, but I hate when people say, "Oh, I'm just gonna DCA," and what DCA means is dollar cost average. I hate when people say, "I'm a dollar cost average." Guys, I kid you not, I'm in this other Discord. I'm in Discord. I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm in there just to watch them and see what they do. But these guys have been DCAing on Quant from $220. It blows my mind. Because I've been sending them charts and I'm like, this is where we're heading. They're like, you're an idiot. We head there. Where are we going next, Pingu? Where are we going next? I'm like, nah, you guys are on your own now. And like, it's so funny that like, people don't understand the concept of DCA. DCA is when you're actually dollar cost averaging at a true bottom. Not when this thing's all the way up here at $200 and Bitcoin's pumping to 25. Like, no, you're an idiot DCAing at that level. Then you're down 50%. Look at this drop from Quant. This was a 50% drop as of right now. Guess who's DCAing still? The same idiots. The same idiots are still buying the thing and saying, yeah, we're going to continue. And I promise you, Quant is going to drop another 50%. Guess what they're going to say? Crypto's a scam. This is a lie. I'm getting out of this market. And they sell. And guess where they're going to sell? They're going to sell at the bottom at $42. That's the bottom, and that's where they're going to sell. Of course, if it drops further than that, great, right? Even better opportunity for you guys to buy. But that's where I think we'd find a decent local bottom just based off technical analysis. Otherwise, you're on your own. Yeah, I've never liked it either. And I've been in NFTs, right? So, like, my hedging was NFTs. I made a ton of mistakes with that. I lost a ton of money as well. But I'd rather be in, not going to lie, I'd rather be in NFTs right now than be in stable coins. And the reason I say that is because we don't know what the hell's going to go on with stable. We don't know what the hell's going to go on with any. I'd rather hold a picture of a monkey or whatever at the end of the day because you know it's new technology, new whatever. So in a bull run, NFTs will obviously have a purpose. The question is which ones make it. That's a whole different situation. I don't want to get into that right now. But that's why I say, like, yo, if you're going to look for dollar cost averaging, at least dollar cost average at a certain level. Like, don't be an idiot, right? So we're up 3% on our position on Quant or Litecoin right now, which is nice. I'm just going to let it run for you guys. I don't really have any plans here. What time is it? I don't my clock is completely wrong. So I don't really I have a watch. It is 4:30. I'll let the stream go for another 30 minutes. Just kind of chill with you guys, talk about a few more things. I think it's been, how long have we been streaming for? Let me check. 47 minutes. Yeah, so an hour and 20 is fine on the weekends. I don't want to hold you guys on the weekends. I know it's late for some of you guys as well. So we'll just kind of chill here now. Do you guys have anything else? Yeah, I see 2 a.m. Sorry, man. So tomorrow I'll do a little bit earlier. I'll try coming for like 1. I'll try my best. So check this out, guys. We're up 4% on our Litecoin trade. Just a scalp position, nice and quick. Again, right, margin-wise, like, we're not really using much, $400. But I always recommend when you're trading, don't look at the dollar amount, look at the percentage amount. Because if you can't make money on a $100 account, you can't make money on a $1,000 account. Or a $10,000 or $100,000. So your best case scenario right now is to, like I said, just kind of, kind of play it out. So yeah, we're up quite a bit on terms of our Litecoin position, which is nice. We're just gonna let this run though and just see how it goes. Fibonacci's, I used to use Fibonacci's for Forex. I don't really use them for crypto because they're very much more manipulated. So I'm not gonna say I'm an expert in Fibonacci's. I know they work like the 0.61 level. A lot of traders use that for a bounce, and a lot of algo bots also use that level for a bounce. That's the reason I don't like it. Like, algorithm bots will actually look at the 0.61 level, calculate it, and then dump it at that level, liquidate everyone, and then come in and buy it again. So that's the reason why I don't really bother with it. How much percent are you usually aiming for? What do you consider a good trade? Honestly, 2%, 2%, 3%. Anything above 5% is like a flex, right? But when you're starting small, you want these small gains, right? You want to cut your losses quicker. You want to make your winners grow. But what I usually do is like, this is my best advice to you guys, and pay attention to this because I'm sure long term, whether I'm here or not, you guys will always remember this. When you're trading, and you want to get into the habit of taking what's on the table, and what I mean by that is, what I like when I look at a trade and I'm up, like, for example, let's just, for this example, I'm up $100. I'll take that profit because to me, $100 a day long term is gonna add up, right? Some traders, what they do is, no, I want a set number. I want $232 or I'm not getting out of the trade. And 9 out of 10 times they lose the trade. It'll get close to their take profit. They won't close it. So for me, if I'm going to bed and I'm up like whatever, 5%, 6%, 7%. I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep. I don't want to wake up to liquidation, nor do I want to wake up to a random move, right? I'd rather take that 7%, go to bed, wake up the next day, and then trade with that extra 7%. That's what I usually recommend. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother, looking for that position after. So that's my best case advice to you guys is when you're trading, mostly as a beginner, look for those take profit levels, whatever you're happy with, right? If you're happy with $10 a day, you're starting off on a $100 account, that's 10% a day. Like, that's insane. Like, I'd say maybe 0.01% of traders can pull that off. So that's my best case advice to you is, you're going to make mistakes, and you will. Everyone does. So my best advice to you right now would be like, look for those small gains, kind of play it out from that level, and then, go from there. Yeah, exactly. So, and a lot of people make that mistake, unfortunately, right? They'll get a little too greedy, and this can go for investing as well. So for those of you that don't even trade, you're just an investor, you come here and invest in coins, like, when you're in a bull run, learn to take your profits, right? The coin's going to go up. You can't have, oh my God, it's going to go up 100x, I'm holding. No, because you really need to have diamond hands or really need to believe in your project that, yes, this is going to go that far up. 9 out of 10 times it doesn't. It'll have a nice pump. It'll drop and it'll never have that pump again. And people will always chase the original pump and they'll end up getting caught for losses, right? So that's what I always recommend when I'm trading in terms of bull run scenarios. I am so quick with taking profits because, again, I don't know if I'm going to have that profit the next day, right? So that's just the reality of it. You can see the same for NFTs as well. I take my profits within a day. I don't really hold stuff. That's just my advice. Again, you guys do what you guys want. Every trader is going to be different. Me sitting here and preaching this stuff to you guys, I promise you, maybe 3 of you would take this and use this advice. The other 7 of you would probably just be like, yeah, I'm going to do it my way. And then you'll learn, but you'll learn later. And the way you learn is you make mistakes. So for those of you that haven't signed up for Fair Desk, and I'm not saying go and trade, but just sign up with the link at the bottom and just do the copy demo trading, right? So just open these positions up and start learning this. Guys, like, I can't emphasize how much this stuff is going to help you long term. Whether you're in stocks, whether you're in anything, like, learning how to just read charts is a skill. So even if you don't want to lose money or you don't have money at the end of the day, just go on Fair Desk, open an account with the link at the bottom and just click simulated trading and just have fun with it. See where you're right? Or like some of you guys that have like $100 in the accounts, then go get that $100 and see what you can do with it. Worst case scenario, you lose $100. Best case scenario, you catch the craziest trade of your life, and now that account is 10x, and now you have money to trade with. So, just my advice to you guys: do whatever you guys want after that. But it's always nice to. I personally like trading, like, I love trading. It has its pros and cons, and I'll get into that like another day. In terms of psychology of a trader, it's a lot harder than it looks, right? And it's sleepless nights, making mistakes, over trading. Like, these are all things that people do, mostly when you're leveraging. So you have to have not only just discipline, but you have to really be careful. BNX short trade, BLZ. Bro, what are these pairs? I've never heard of these in my life. BLZ, USDT. What is it called? Bluezell? Is this it? What are these coins? Like, what am I looking at here? Okay, so I don't even know what this is. This is a short. This is a short down to at least. So this is a little dangerous though. I'll say it like that. Yeah. What BNX? I guys. I swear I talked about BNX already, did I not? This thing? This thing again? BNX? I'm sure this is it for you guys, right? Okay, so let's talk about BNX one more time real quick. Okay, so BNX, again, shorting position wise, if I was looking for a short, this is a no trade zone. I'm not doing a 30-minute chart. That's not how you trade. You don't look for 30. Sure, fine. I'll look at a 30-minute chart. And no, I can't. Like, it's going to be manipulated. We can do an hour. That's the best I'll do for you. So again, if I'm looking for a trade right now on BNX, what I'm waiting for is to see how these exponential moving averages hold. Right now, we are retesting this level multiple times, looking extremely bearish, of course, in the hourly time frame. So we could easily, if we do see a break of these exponential moving averages, we could be looking for a drop possibly down back to $56. That would become the third test opportunity. Could be a nice breakdown formation, but That's the hourly. Looking at the 4 hours right now, it is looking a little bit more bullish, but it's a very tight consolidation zone. So once again, the only time you're looking for a shorting position here is once we break these exponential moving averages, then look for a short. Vice versa, once we break above the $64, look for a buy order. Otherwise, you're not trading. This is a no trade zone. It's too choppy to be trading this range, and you're just guessing at that point, so it's not worth it. If that helps you a little bit. At least OBS isn't disconnecting anymore, which is nice. I don't know why I did that. It's weird. So yeah, we're still up 2% on our position. Not much really going on here. Low volume days. I'm trying to turn $50 into 1K. Any advice? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, believe it or not, I've actually done that. But you have to be very smart. So on Fairdesk, again, I don't recommend this, but on Fairdesk, you can go 125x leverage with Bitcoin, right? So right here, Bitcoin, open the chart. You can go up to 125x. Understand that if an $80 move happens, you're getting liquidated. You will get liquidated. But if you catch the drop, and it's like the previous drop, you could have made a ton of money. But that's the thing, right? For a beginner, it's either going to be luck or you're going to have to be very patient to try to catch that drop. Because you can see that this was the wick. You had to probably enter on this exact wick right here, 17,900, and then hope for the best, right? Even here, 17.5, you could hope for the best. The thing is, once you catch that 125x leverage trade and Bitcoin starts to free fall, that's where the money comes in, right? I never recommend that because in reality, 9 out of 10 times you're getting liquidated, but the one time you catch it, it'll be worth it. I don't trade like that, unfortunately. I do it for you guys on this live stream, but I don't trade like that myself. I don't enjoy it. It's a quick one. Yeah. 125x all in. You guys want to see that? We can do that. I can take my profits here. I'll do that. Why not? We'll end the stream with the bang. It'll be fun. It'll only be on Bitcoin though. I'm not really looking at anything else. Give me a second. Let me just quickly look. Because if we're going to do this, then we might as well. This is your fault. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry about the money. We'll come back. Your leverage is high. Is it? I didn't know. Let's see. This is Bitcoin? Yeah, it is. I'm going to open a long position on Bitcoin. There we go. We're in. So now, if we lose... Yeah, if we lose... What is this? $80, we're getting liquidated for whatever, 400 bucks. I think I have 70 bucks left. Whatever. Oh, disconnected. I think I'm back. Okay, we're back. All right, we're good. So yeah, I entered a long position. Again, I'll explain why. Mostly when you're high leverage positions, the reason why I entered a long is you can see that we're trying to break above the exponential moving averages, but we found a neutral standpoint. Before we didn't find a neutral standpoint, but we found a neutral standpoint. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a wick, even an $80 wick, we're going to make quite a bit, right? So that's what we're trying to catch. We're just trying to catch a quick $60, $70 move and then the continuation. If we get liquidated, I blame each and every one of you in here. But otherwise, we're good, you know? We'll see how it goes. Why not? You know what? This is the part where I go and say, yo, guys, I'm going to go get a drink of water like last time. And then and I come back to almost liquidated. Well, my throat is really raspy right now, so I'm going to be right back. I'm going to let the trade open for you guys just to watch and have fun. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to quickly go and get a glass of water from downstairs. So give me a sec. If it gets liquidated, yeah, if it gets liquidated, I'm going to blame each and every one of you. I'll be back. I'm back. Are we lost? I see red. Got a glass of water. I'm dying. Oh my god. We're up down 90 cents? Oh shit, that means that we went up a little bit, right? We're rich! 0.07%. You know, I should just make the title of our videos like that. High risk trading. No stop loss. Every degenerate come join and watch. Phone screen, phone screen. What am I reading here? Yeah, I've just been yeah, this is for me. I mean, we'll see how this plays out. This will be fun, I think. This will be a nice, fun thing. Yeah, our liquidation is 16.6. So, oh my god, guys, we're rich. We're actually rich. Guys, we're up $14. So yeah, so checking out the price. So a $6 move for us is 15 bucks. So a $60 move will be 150 bucks. If I forget, did someone ask me that? Yeah, I don't know if someone asked me that, but yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing 125x leverage here for fun. Just gonna let it play. There it is, boys. There it is. 9%. No, I think there's some others too. Plus Lana. We need the other guys. I know like this timing is really bad. I knew most of my subs were gonna be on late. Yeah, like a lot of my subs come in at that. I like the last stream. I think the last stream was really fun. Like we had subscribers, we had you guys. It was really fun. So yeah, I mean Monday to Friday, I'll have to do it at that time anyway. It's like 9-10 p.m. EST. So yeah. That's the time, like around 9 p.m., 10 p.m. EST. Do you can you guys hear me though? Good, like in terms of microphone. Is everything good? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 9 p.m. EST as well. It's like when I get off work, I do all my videos and stuff. 9 p.m. probably. But again, guys, I'm going to do my best for these. I'm happy that I have the laptop and set up now. It's really nice. Like, at least we can live trade together, right? Perfect. That was good. So we're up 9%. Now, a normal person would take their profits here. But see, we're not going to do that. We're going to ride this thing. We're going to see where this thing goes. We're going to see this thing go to the moon. We're only up 20 bucks. So to put it into perspective how risky this is, it gives you guys a perspective, right? Like, it's a $20 move set and we're up this much. I used to be CD. I actually cut back for almost a year because I got so like, yeah, it was just bad. Let's just say that. Like, I really needed to take a break. Yeah, so I just kind of cut out for a long time. Yeah, I usually just, like I said, I trade for you guys, I analyze for you guys, because over the years I've learned way too much. So I figured, like, hey, let's launch a YouTube channel, let's give everything for free, let's analyze every single coin, and I'm sure it'll do well, right? So it did. We're growing really well, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, for now, like I said, I'm just, these live streams are just for you guys. Like, I don't, whether I win or lose, I don't care. As long as you guys learn something from this, I'm okay with it, right? I'm waiting for a breakout, man. Come on. We're trading with $1 here. 1606 to 1608. Like, let me just see a breakout. Let me just get over this. I'm tired. It's been a long day for me. I like literally ran around today just so I could get this live stream for you guys. And now I gotta go back out. I gotta head back out soon. Got dinner tonight. I don't know about tomorrow. I'll try tomorrow. Probably later though. To be fair, I might do it later tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do it early tomorrow, because more people will actually come. Yeah, yeah. Fees are usually higher, like I said. Um, it shows you the fees after, I guess, with your take profits or whatever. Usually when you close a trade like KuCoin, it'll show you your fees after whatever you made. So the thing is, like, my fees are gonna be a little bit different, right? So it depends. Like, the way Fairdesk works, like KuCoin works, the more you trade on it, the less fees you have. So it's kind of nice. So because I've been trading with you guys for like literally the past month, my fees are pretty low. Yeah, usually, if it's like a $40 profit after fees and slippage, you keep like 31. They probably take $9 out of it. Um, yeah, but like KuCoin, I know KuCoin's horrid for this. If you enter a long position on KuCoin and you make $100, oh my god, they take so much from you. I remember on KuCoin live trading, guys, they were taking like $300 from me at one point. I was like, man, these fees are crazy. If you do limit orders, it's a little bit less, but not much. So, like, they really want you to, like, do like the referral system aspect of it, right? They're like, oh, join the referral, like, then you'll get like more or less fees. I'm like, I don't want to do that though. Like, I don't want more people in there. So, yeah, we're either gonna let this. I mean, for you guys, we'll let this. Yeah, see, I'm not surprised. Like, look at this. Like, this is like a $3 difference, like in terms of profits. It gets wild. If we get liquidated, it's your fault. But for now, I'm just gonna let this run because nothing else to do really. We're just kind of all chilling here. Yeah, Binance is actually banned for me, so I can't really use Binance. I can use a VPN and stuff, but it's just a headache. I actually used to use Binance a lot, but yeah, I mean, personally, like, Fairdesk is good. KuCoin is good. But leverage trading, like, I always recommend people, if you're leverage trading, keep a small amount on the exchange, and then the rest should just be moved around your wallets, right? So, like, anytime I get profits, like, I usually take them out immediately, and the rest I'll just leave on the exchange. Like, stuff I don't care about. Like, $500-$600 here and there, like, it's fine. Like, I'm not really dying over that. But, that's what I recommend. Because I know when FTX blew up, like, most of the guys that I followed, they lost like 6-7 million because they were idiots, right? They had all this shit on one exchange. They were leverage trading with $6-7 million. Like, it's just stupid. So, like, because what I'm trying to say is, if you have $8 million account and you're trading with 100,000 per position, why the hell do you have an $8 million account on an exchange? Just keep 100,000 on the exchange. You know what I mean? Like, that's my logic always. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, it's like, my recommendation, of course, is, again, CD, like, for a lot of you guys that are on Fairdesk trading, like, start off small and see how it works, get a feel for it, then start trading. Once you learn, though, your learning process is going to take a while, but it's obviously good once you start. I personally like trading more than I like NFTs. I make a lot more money here than I make in NFTs. I think I have some NFTs that pay me passive, but that's about it. Hey, Apolio, we're welcome. We're I mean, I went over everything the stream, like, in terms of where we're sitting at in terms of market analysis. I'm short in, like, overall we're looking for shorts, but for entertainment purposes, we're in a 125x position right now in a long, just for a quick scalp to see how it goes. You can blame the chat for that. They're all like that. They told me to do it. But yeah, overall, we're shorting the market. We're not looking for longs. Oh man, guys, I'm tired. Long days. So Bitcoin does look like it's gonna break out, to be fair, because we're getting really close to these EMAs, and usually you'll see a nice liquidity grab and then the continuation. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Litecoin, that trade was really nice. See, you see what I mean by scalping though, right? It was a perfect scalping opportunity. Nice. Yeah, I to be fair, guys, I mean, you guys have been here for like what, 2 hours almost? An hour? Yeah, an hour, not bad. But I know some of you guys want to sleep because it's late for you guys, so I'll go ahead and end the stream here. We'll I have a question though. Do you guys do you guys want me to leave this position open for you guys for tomorrow so we can look at it? Or do you want me to just close it now and then we can trade tomorrow as well? What do you guys like? What would you guys prefer here? Because keep in mind, if we get liquidated, then I gotta wait till Monday to move more stuff around. So what do you guys want here? Do you guys want me to leave it open, or do you guys want me to close it and we can try again tomorrow? I feel like trying again tomorrow would be better, to be fair, because like markets are gonna be open. We're gonna have a lot more fun with it. Leave 50 to 100 bucks. No, I'll just take profits then at that point. Might as well. We're up 2%. So I think from the Litecoin trade and this one, that's not bad. That's 4% for the day, I think. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not worried about the again, like, it was just fun entertainment purposes for you guys. Like like last time. Last time played out really well though. We did pretty good. That was a fun day, last live stream. But yeah, thanks guys for coming. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. A little later though, probably like 9 p.m. Eastern or 9:30 at the latest. But I'll try to do like a 2-hour live session for you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow's gonna be more fun because like, you know, markets are gonna be open. But yeah, all right guys, catch you later. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. See you guys.